As we continue our journey, historian Derek Murphy explores historic transport methods from within the area.
Along this river, long ago, they had an extraordinary method of transport. I'm meeting an expert to look into this extraordinary event. So, tell me about this extraordinary transport method.
Well, what they did was they had along this path. It was quite incredible what it was. It was what it was basically, you know, when people do piggybacks. It was a bit like that. So they had these big burly men, and there was just loads of them on this path. Loads, and they were just all over the place. And the people would come along, like, you know, the posh people with their big, you know, suits and all that, and they'd come along, and then they'd go, oh, I'd like to go up the path, because they couldn't be bothered to walk it by themselves. And so they said, okay, I'll get on top of this big burly man, I'll give him, you know, a couple of pounds, although in those days it'd be like, you know, shillings, wouldn't it? Right? And anyway, and so they'd get on their piggyback, and then the big burly men would carry them so they were all the way along the path. So it was quite good really, but they don't do it anymore, I don't know why.
And how did they support this method?
Well, I think basically, you mean like how do they get paid and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Well, basically what they did was, the big burly men, they got like given meals, they were given all their meals, and they were allowed to sleep at the side of the river and stuff like this. And then that's how they supported it. That's what the money paid for the food of the big burly men, and that kept them big, you know, burly, and then they carried them along the paths. I mean, there's still people around today who remember the days of the big burly men along the paths. It's quite an incredible story. Do you like it? Oh, isn't it? Right, so are we going this way now? Hello.
And now I'm meeting one of these burly men. So, I found out one of your great-great-granddad was one of these burly men on the river.
Yes, my great-great-granddad was one of the burly men on the river, and he used to take over there, where the main road is now, all the way to Armitage over there. But for an extra fee, he would carry them across the river, men, women and children, and sometimes he would carry over their livestock as well.
Yes. And did he enjoy this work?
Yes, he found it quite rewarding. Although he died at the age of 35, he found it quite rewarding. He worked all the way up until he was 35. We have it on record that he actually died of a hernia, but I can't see how that would work, being one of the burly men of the river and all.
Is this his first job?
Yes, he did this from an early age. He started out carrying little livestock, and then he gradually progressed through the ranks to larger livestock, and then to men, women and children.
Incredible.
Yes.
And do you know what the food was like for these burly men?
Oh, it's generally just pies made out of meat from the livestock they carry over the river, I suppose.
And what did they drink?
They drink, well, we usually got a good gulp of the river water whenever they went down into the river.
Do you do reconstructions of these burly men nowadays?
Yeah, yes, sometimes on special events we do reconstructions.
Sedgley Sidebottom is going to give us a reconstruction with the help of local expert Jimmy P. Half-Whistle.
Wow, this is fun. This is the way to travel, this is. It's like a camel, only it's got 2 legs.
Oh, backtrack folks, give it some dip.
This area would have been a hive of activity with many burly men walking the paths.
Oh, I quite like that.
The sight of all these people waiting to carry members of the public would have been rather amazing.
Oh, you're a hefty bugger, you are.
The burly men would have lived and exercised along the river. It seems to be a bit made up, but this would have been an amazing sight.
In this episode of Coast, we've seen how interesting tales can be found inland as well as on the shore. Some stories have been true, some stories have not, but it's all part of the grander story. This has been a story of looking in and reaching out to further neighbours. This has been a story of the Midlands, the central part of a Great Britain. To explore our lands, then our university has produced a booklet to take our journeys further. For a free copy or to find out more about this university's programs, phone someone and ask them or go online.